your cameras. Trust only the best. Protect your family, home, or business with 24/7 armed response.
Perimeter secure.
Remember, Amera guards it.
KSEE 24 News begins with your forecast first from your local weather authority.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. The heat wave is only just getting started today, you guys. Tomorrow, we have a high of 86 and then a few days with highs in the 80s. Looking outside at our valley cam, the skies are clear. Current temperatures are in the 60s in Fresno, 66, but 57 in Madera, 58 in Hanford, 61 in Visalia. I'll have more on this heat wave that's coming in. KSEE 24 News at 11 starts now.
This is
Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Jennifer Ortega. New tonight, for the first time in more than a year, demonstrators gathered outside the Tower Theater this morning to celebrate. On Thursday, the Fresno City Council approved the purchase of the historic site following months of legal battles. Natalie Vera has the latest.
Today we're out celebrating.
It's a good day for Save the Tower Theater demonstrators.
It's been a long 15, almost 16 months that we've been out here.
4 yeas, 3 nays. Item passes.
On Thursday, the Fresno City Council voted in favor of purchasing the Tower Theater.
We really feel this is a very positive step forward.
It took a long time to get to this point. The sale of the theater sparked controversy for more than a year after Adventure Church tried to buy it. That deal was put on hold due to legal action.
We've been doing everything above board. It's a small group of people who do not like Adventure Church.
The city is buying the property for $6.5 million. Council member Gary Bradeful casted one of the 3 votes against the purchase agreement, saying it was a waste of taxpayer money. But demonstrators say it was the right thing to do.
It should have been done a while ago. If they had to rezone to actually use it legally, they would change the whole face of Tower. This is a bar entertainment district, and we want the Tower Theater as a community theater where we can have events and plays, concerts.
The Tower District is such an essential financial asset for the city. This is our premier tourist destination. The nightlife, the live music, the theater, the bars, the restaurants.
Reporting in the Tower District, Natalie Vera, KSEE 24 Local News That Matters.
Hundreds gathered at Fresno State today to remember the Armenian. Juanita Adama was at the event and has the story.
Christopher Shamlian was just one of the hundreds of people who attended today's commemoration ceremony at Fresno State.
Fresno is such a rich and diverse, such a rich and diverse culture, and to partake in what brought each of these cultures to where they're at now really creates something that's very important, which is why it's amazing to have this memorial on Fresno State campus.
He said the ceremony, which pays tribute to the 1.5 million lives lost during the Armenian genocide of 1915, is something he won't soon forget, and he plans to educate his children on it as well.
Bringing our children here to perform and to recite poems and sing songs that remind all the people that have come here to this event of the rich culture and heritage of the Armenian community.
The event was part of a series of events that took place around the Central Valley in the days leading up to the anniversary of the genocide, April 20th.
It is a painful event, but we also are victorious over death, and this is exactly what victory looks like.
Locals said it's an anniversary they look forward to.
This means a whole lot for me to be here today. Is a sign that we are still here. It's a sign that we are still around and relevant, and that a lot of people that even aren't Armenian are here to support us.
It gives them a sense of closeness and closure.
It's an amazing experience every year to come together and to remember our people and to remember the things that we've gone through collectively.
Juanita Adame, KSEE 24 Local News That Matters.
The Lincoln and Tower District finally celebrating their 3-year anniversary after being restricted due to COVID. Because of the pandemic, the owner says they weren't able to celebrate their first and second year open, so today's event is a way to celebrate all 3 years at once. They say it's a $5 bar. Everything they have stays the same price, and they're proud to keep it that way. Another cool addition to the Tower District.
We love the community down here, and this is the best. It's the only place in Fresno where you can walk around for almost a mile, and you have bars after bars after bars after bars, and diversity, everything down here. It's just an amazing place to be down here. So we just want to be part of it.
It was definitely a great day to get outside and enjoy some live music on the patio. The 5th event for the Fresno Sports Car Club Autocross took place this weekend. This was a place where car enthusiasts could really put their foot down with all the safety checks and rules in place with the Fresno Sports Car Club. The weekend was split into 2 events with 2 different time trials. More than 50 cars participated in the event. The Sports Car Club says this is the easiest way to get into motorsports. And one volunteer was excited to be there and experience his first autocross rally in the Central Valley.
This weekend is actually my first time out chairing an event, and it's definitely been an adventure. I love that stuff. That's why we're here. We're here to see cars like that, even older and newer. Just have fun and just send it.
Pretty cool. If you miss this weekend's rallies, you'll have to wait a little while longer, but next weekend is scheduled for June 4th and 5th in Fresno. It was a full house at St. George Greek Orthodox Church this morning as people celebrated Holy Week. The church hosted their Pascha picnic and service that started at 11 a.m. Organizers say over 300 million people throughout the world celebrate Holy Week according to the Orthodox calendar. In today's service, they spoke about April 24th being Resurrection Sunday.
We celebrated the dissemination of the gospel, the good news of Jesus Christ throughout the world. So during that service, we read the gospel of Christ from John.
There were Easter activities. Holy Week celebrates for St. George Greek Orthodox Church will conclude on May 8th.
Your full forecast after the break, but first a look at your 4-day allergy forecast brought to you by the Boz Allergy Center.
I see on KSEE stories of everyday people making a big difference. I've seen remarkable women contributing to their families, mothers and daughters from generation to generation, inspiring generous. I've met are the heart and soul of the Central Valley. I see what matters. I see local stories making an impact. And I invite you to see it all here every day on KSEE 24 News.
The most special flavor yet of my popcorn chicken, garlic parmesan. I know what you're thinking. How's that special? Well, like I said, it's got garlic parmesan on it. My new $5.99 garlic parmesan popcorn chicken combo. Order on the Jack app today.
Rawhide Baseball is here. Come to Valley Strong Park for your chance to see the next big league legend. Rawhide Baseball is affordable family fun. It's minor league baseball that gets you close to the action. See your Rawhide take on the San Jose Giants at Valley Strong Ballpark April 19th to the 24th. Get your tickets now at rawhidebaseball.com. Sponsored and brought to you by Bueno Beverage Company, the Central Valley's best local beer distributor.
Don't worry, Ma. We'll be there soon.
Wait, is this the one?
Well, let's say I found the one who takes me to another level. Most importantly, the one that helps me discover the coolest places.
I can.
Definitely the one.
Introducing the all-new Nissan Frontier.
Now get 0.9% APR financing for up to 72 months on 14 models.
We all want the best for our planet, but sorting food waste at home can be here to help our communities with the recent changes to green waste disposal. Our state-of-the-art composting facility combines food scraps and green waste into nutrient-rich compost. That keeps food waste out of landfills, an important step in contributing to a cleaner and healthier Central Valley. We promise to do our part as you continue to do yours. Learn more at midvalleydisposal.com.
You're probably wondering how I got here. My popcorn chicken could use a new flavor. Garlic popcorn chicken? Not quite. Parmesan popcorn chicken? Wait a minute. My new $5.99 garlic parmesan popcorn chicken combo. Order on the Jack app today.
Welcome back, everyone. Today's high of 81, a little bit warmer than our average high of 76, and that's a trend that we are going to see continue tomorrow. We have a little bit of a heat wave coming our way. Currently, it's 67 in Fresno, 59 in Madera, 65 in Visalia, 62 in Porterville. So mainly the 60s, but Madera has dipped down to 59 right now. Clear skies right now. We do have some clouds in the forecast tomorrow. This is at noon, but it's really going to be mostly sunny skies, and those should clear out by the evening. Now, tonight we will get but Fresno will only get down to a low of 52, Porterville a low of 53, Tulare and Hanford a low of 50, and then Merced, Madera, Lemoore, and Mendota will get into the 40s, but just barely 48s and 49. Now Sequoia will have a low of 23 tonight, so it will be below freezing there. Shaver Lake 43, Oakhurst just a little bit warmer than Shaver Lake tonight, a low of 46, and Yosemite a low of 30. And then tomorrow, almost in the 90s for all of us. We see a whole lot of 87s down here, 85 in Porterville and Madera, 86 in Merced, so it's almost going to reach 90 degrees tomorrow. Shaver Lake will only have a high of 60, Sequoia a high of 41, Oakhurst 77, Yosemite a high of 48 tomorrow. And our air quality will be moderate in Fresno, Tulare, Sequoia, but it will be good in Kings County, Madera, and Merced. Looking at our renewable solar forecast, 29,000 megawatt hours of electricity to be generated tomorrow with all that sunshine, 27,000 on Tuesday and Wednesday. Tonight, mostly clear, 52 degrees, light winds, so it shouldn't feel too cold outside. And then tomorrow, the start of that heat wave, 87 degrees, mostly sunny skies. And then we will see 80s for almost the rest of the week. But Thursday and Friday, we will get back down into the 70s, but it'll be high 70s. Saturday, we will come back to 82. Sunday, a high of 81, and just all sunny skies this week. That is a look at your 7-day forecast. For more, you can visit our website, yourcentralvalley.com. For now, Jen, I'll send it over to you.
Yeah, keep bringing those 80s. Thank you, Liv. Coming up next in sports, Fresno State softball closed out against a series against Colorado State. Angelique Martinez joins us with more.
KSEE 24 News is brought to you in part by Midland Tractor.
It's Chevy Truck Month, and it's time to add the perfect accessories. It bold, harder, make it your own. Find new possibilities, find new roads. It's Truck Month at your Central Valley Chevy dealers, where you can get 0% financing plus a $1,000 accessory allowance toward the eligible purchase of a new Silverado with accessories, the #1 selling full-size pickup truck in California. Visit your participating Central Valley Chevrolet dealers.
America's best-selling vehicle is going electric. We're giving you unprecedented access live inside Ford's factory as the new F-150 Lightning rolls off the line Tuesday starting at 7/6 Central on News Nation.
Do you know the fastest growing cable news network in America?
I'll give you a hint. It's News Nation. We're new and we're different.
If you're looking for news without the noise,
come back to the news.
News for all America.
What makes best reviews the best reviews?
Ooh, pretty colors.
They have an unbiased team that researches products in real-world situations.
Oh, no, Count Bristol. We settled this.
Just about any product you can imagine. So you can be confident that whatever you're buying is right for you.
Faster, Count Bristol, faster!
Whatever you're into. For the best reviews, go to bestreviews.com. Seriously, before you buy anything, ever.
When I'm at my high school, I want to feel safe. I want to learn things I'll actually use.
I want to control my education. I want to control my future. I want to be authentically myself. At Learn for Life High Schools, I can. I can change my story, and so can you.
Enroll anytime to control your education, completely free.
Invest in you. The Valley's #1 med spa, Mystique Medical Spa, is hosting their Super Savings event now. Through April 30th, get 20 to 50% off Botox, lip filler, and more. Plus, Plus, check out their newest services like PRP injections for under eyes. Get the natural glow you've been dreaming of at Mystique Medical Spa. Don't miss out. Shop now at MystiqueMedicalSpa.com.
Now,
The Bulldogs softball team closed things out against conference foe Colorado State. The Dogs entered this one riding a 3-game win streak. The Fresno State softball team going for pick it up in the fourth. Keahi Matson sends one to the wall in left center. That sends 2 runners home, so the Bulldogs now up 4-2. In the 6th inning, Alicia Denby adds to that lead. She hits one over the wall in left for her team-leading 7th home run this season. Bulldogs win it 6-3. They've now won 4 games in a row. Fresno State baseball closed out its 3-game series at Air Force. The Dogs are fresh off a 14-12 victory on Saturday. Air Force defeated Fresno. The Bulldogs fall to 20-20 overall and 10-8 in conference play. The Bulldogs are now 3rd in the Mountain West standings. Fresno State looks to bounce back on Tuesday against San Francisco. At Peep. Fresno State water polo won the GCC championship with an 11-8 win over LMU. The Dogs repeated as conference champs. The Bulldogs are headed to the NCAA tournament. The selection show is scheduled for Monday at 5 p.m. Pacific. Both our Central Valley minor league teams closed out their homestands on Sunday. The Fresno Grizzlies faced the Storm in a doubleheader. And the Storm secured victories in both games over the Grizzlies, 6-1 in Game 1 and a final score of 6-2 in the second meeting, which went into an extra inning. With the 2 losses, Fresno drops to 5th in the league standings with a 7-8 overall record. Last week, the Grizzlies were in first place. Meanwhile, in Visalia, the Rawhide snapped a 9-game losing skid on Sunday. Visalia defeated San Jose 7-3 and avoided the sweep. The Rawhide now hit the road for a 6-game series at Rancho Cucamonga starting on Tuesday. In the majors, the Dodgers wrapped up their quick road trip in San Diego, while the Giants look for the sweep over the Nationals in D.C. The 3rd LA League drills it for a 2-0 lead over San Diego. Now in the 4th inning, same score. Cody Bellinger up to bat now. He gets under it, crushes the ball back to center field. A solo homer for Belly makes it 4-zip Dodgers. In Los Angeles, 10-2. Checking in with the Giants, top of the first, Jock Peterson blasts one back to right center. His solo shot gets the Giants on the board. San Francisco takes an early 1-0 lead over the Nats. To the top of the 7th inning now, it's 5-3 San Francisco. Peterson up to bat. He's back at it, drilling the ball to center field. His 2nd homer of the day makes it 6-3 San Francisco. And the Giants pile it on for the series sweep. San Francisco wins it 12-3 over the Nationals. And that's going to do it for sports. KSEE 24 News continues after this.
KSEE 24 is brought to you by Hino Oishi, Hibachi.
Survivors of child sexual abuse often feel alone, wondering if it was their fault and if they are the only ones.
It wasn't not alone.
Jeff Anderson and Associates is dedicated to helping survivors reclaim their power, one survivor at a time. Call confidentially, 1-800-IT'S-TIME.
It's Chevy Truck Month, and it's your new Chevy. Make it bolder. Make it work harder. Make it your own. Find new possibilities. Find new roads. Very well-qualified buyers can get 0% financing on most Chevy pickup trucks. Plus, now during Truck Month, get a $1,000 accessory allowance toward the eligible purchase of a new Chevy truck with accessories. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
You want to feel important. You want to be a part of something bigger, something that matters and can help change things.
You want to feel like you belong.
We know. We felt that way too, and that's why we did something about it.
We aren't just Army National Guard soldiers.
We are normal.
And together, we
Your legacy. Visit NationalGuard.com to find out more.
It's not just about getting you healthy. It's about keeping you healthy. It's not just about bumps and bruises. It's about on the tough days. And it's not just important. It's primary. At Community Health Partners, we believe having the right primary care doctor by your side can be the key to living an even stronger, healthier life. To find yours, call 559-603-7400.
This is KSEE 24 News at 11.
The Ukrainian military says Russian forces persist in their attacks on the nation's eastern industrial region. The Ukrainian president met on Secretary of State and the Defense Secretary, making the first visit to Ukraine by high-level U.S. officials since the war began 2 months ago. Aaron McLaughlin has the story from Ukraine.
Tonight, for the first time since the beginning of the war, 2 top U.S. officials met with President Zelensky in Kyiv Sunday, according to an advisor to the Ukrainian president, although no official confirmation from the U.S. government so far. At a press conference before the meeting at one of the capital's subway, President Zelensky about his message to the U.S. secretaries.
Why is it important for high-ranking U.S. officials to visit the Ukrainian capital? And what do you plan to tell them?
Some cakes, we are expecting specific things and specific weapons. Weapons the Ukrainians insist are needed to repel the Russians and save civilian lives. On Orthodox Easter Sunday in the besieged city of Mariupol, despite calls for a truce to evacuate trapped civilians, a Ukrainian fighter reporting the Russians dropped air bombs amidst repeated attempts to storm the steel plant, contrary to Putin's claim that he would not attack from the ground. This is 8 innocent lives, including a 3-month-old baby and her mom, who weeks before the Russian invasion talked of a new level of happiness reached at the birth of her daughter. That happiness snuffed out when a Russian missile struck their residential building Saturday. Now, on this holy holiday, instead of celebrating rebirth and renewal, the city of Odessa joins the rest of the country in grieving the dead. This woman says, while President Putin attends his Easter service in Moscow. In city Russians, investigators uncovered more mass graves.
This area used to be a Russian camp. As you can see now, though, Ukrainian forces are working to empty out some of those boxes full of ammunition. They're demining this area as well as searching for bodies,
including the bodies of 3 civilians from the nearby village, believed kidnapped by the Russians.
But do you think they're alive? Unfortunately, no.
Through tears, the mom of one of the missing says this Easter, she hasn't given up hope.
Many places full of history mark the valley. Join me as I take you on a tour of the people and places that made history. A town hit by bandits may have lost their gold, but not their place on the map.
I was not confident in my teeth at all before I had braces.
I had gaps in my teeth were uneven.
Dr. Tom and his team definitely made us feel very comfortable.
They did treat me like family.
They did treat us like family. I was comfortable to ask them any questions about my teeth, and they would give me an honest answer, and I really appreciate it.
Quick, it
easy, and in as little as 4 months, I had my dream smile.
I would absolutely recommend it.
Rock-fired shrimp, a flame-crafted favorite. Now back at Panda Express.
drive a Honda, the adventures go on and on. Follow your adventures with the thrilling performance of Honda, the brand owners are calling the most fun to drive, where new vehicles are arriving daily.
Hi everyone, I'm Dwayne Peralta, President of Personal Express Insurance. For nearly 40 years, Personal Express has been known in the Central Valley. Also come with us and stay with us because of what we like to call our local advantage. I'd like to invite you to stop by any of our locations to find out just what the Personal Express local advantage means to you.
With offices in Fresno, Clovis, and Visalia. Great rates with the local advantage.
Owning a house is big. Bigger than loans and down payments. It's an oasis. A restaurant, a theater. It's home. At Golden One, we get it. Big or small, we work with you to reach your goals. And as a not-for-profit credit union, we'll help you find better loans and rates, so owning your home is more possible than ever. So join us. Let's make your dream home happen.
Next week on Sunrise, a story of a local business owner who just won an award to open a new restaurant.
Let us introduce you to the Grumpy Burger Lady in our live interview in our kitchen. That's next week on.
It was an Earth Day to remember in Marathon, Florida on Friday. Staff from Florida Keys-based Turtle Hospital released a green sea turtle back into the ocean. Hundreds of spectators gathered on the beach to cheer on little TJ. That was rescued back in February. TJ was floating offshore and suffering from a condition that causes cauliflower-like tumors.
People need to do to make everyday Earth Day is to reduce single-use plastics, keep trash out of our oceans.
Little TJ being released back into the wild makes for a memorable Earth Day in the Keys. And it was a day of Today was the last day of the three-day celebration. Organizers say this is the first time the annual event makes its return since the pandemic began. The parade in Selma has been going strong for 2 decades, and they say every year gets bigger and better.
Out here, looking to show the giving back to the community. You know, you'll see a lot of food, drink, snacks. It's not just for the Punjabis or the Sikhs, it's for the whole community. It's for everybody in Selma or anyone that's out there, you know.
Currently, lawmakers in the nation's capital have introduced a bill that would make April 14th National Sikh Day in the United States. And that does it for us here at KSEE 24 News. Have a wonderful evening.
Hi everyone, I'm Dwayne Peralta, President of Personal Express Insurance. For nearly 40 years, Personal Express has been known in the Central Valley for our